What's good, gang? Today we're going to be busting 5 myths inside of Driving Empire. Let's get on with the first one. The first myth we are going to be busting is the passenger screen on the Lamborghini Temerario is functional. So if we go here, pull up the Temerario, we go inside, and by functional, I don't think they mean you can click on it, but it should yeah, see there, the speed's going up. And if I switch gears, yep, this myth is true. The second myth is you cannot sell the Mazda RX-7. And as you can see, you cannot sell the Mazda RX-7 along with the MX-5. And I don't really know why. It's not a collection car or anything. But yeah, you cannot sell the Mazda RX-7. This is true. The third myth we are going to be busting is if you remove the roof on some cars, they get a bit slower. So I actually do not know if this one is true. So let's find a convertible car. Here, this is the first car that showed up for me. So we got the Camaro SS. So let's try it first with the roof up. Okay, top speed with no boost is 290. So now let's take the roof down. Oh my, this is really slow. Okay, let's try this again. 290. This myth is false. And just to make sure that it's not just this car, let's do one more convertible car. So let's just say the 918. So let's try with the roof off first. The top speed is 344. It might go to 345. So now let's try it with the roof on. 344, flash of 345, it's the exact same. So this myth is for sure false. The next myth we are going to be busting is there is a speedometer in the passenger side of the RX-7. So I doubt this one is true. I don't know why there would be, but we have the RX-7 out. Let's go into drone mode. So the passenger side of the No way, there is a speedometer. This looks to be like an Audi R8 speedometer. I have no clue why this is in the glove box or the passenger side of the RX-7, but there is an Audi R8 speedometer in the passenger side of the RX-7. This myth is true. Now, the next myth is there is an AMG logo on Pagani engines. So, don't judge me, but I only have one Pagani, which is the Halloween one. So let's see. I don't know, it might just be on a particular model, but again, let's go into drone modes. And I do not see an AMG logo on this one. But I know there's 2 Paganis in the dealership, so let's check those out. Okay, we are now at the dealership, so let's check these 2. I think this is the Utopia and the Zonda Revolution. I don't know if I pronounced that right. But let's check inside of it. Oh, here. There is an AMG logo on Pagani engines. I didn't know. I know Pagani engines are, that Pagani uses engines from AMG. But I didn't know if they would be on here because, you know, they don't have a license from AMG yet. But it is on the Utopia. I doubt it would be on here because there's not even you can't even see the engine unless you lift it up. Yes, there is no logo on here, but there might be on the Juarez. But this myth is true, kind of. It is on the Utopia, so I'm going to count this myth as true. Now, the next myth we are going to be busting also involves the dealership, and it is the Audi R8 LMS GT3 Evo, I think that's how you say it, has a license plate despite being not street legal. So let me go here. Again, I do not have this car because I am broke. But you could help me get this car if you like and subscribe. Anyways, moment of truth. It does have a license plate despite being non-street legal. So this myth is true. The next myth we are going to be busting is there are fully furnished and functional stores in the city. So let me head over to the city and try and find these. So if you didn't know, right here are these 3 or 4 stores. I think actually maybe only 2 might be fully furnished. So if I park my 600 LT, I'll see right here it doesn't look furnished, but then if you walk close enough, this is maybe like an ice cream shop, and it is fully furnished, which is really cool. I think Jabbing Empire should add more of this because it is really quite cool, and it makes for great photos of your cars. Like if you like want to do this or something, like that looks pretty good. But I think you can walk into one more store. So this you cannot walk into that store. But I think this clothing store is, again, fully furnished. It's quite cool. You can see there's like clothes on the rack here and some like mannequins and all that stuff. And I think so far these are the only 2 stores that you actually can walk into. You can see you can't walk into this one, and you can't walk into this one yet. I think they are gonna add this feature eventually to those stores, but as of right now, those are the only 2 stores that you can walk in. But still, this myth is true. The next myth we are going to be busting is the Witch's Broom, the limited one from the Halloween events this year, can go infinite speed. So for this one to actually work, I think we are going to need to like maybe bounce off the big mountain over there, and then just try and get as much time in the air as we can. But we can't really go infinite speeds. It can, or it would be able to, but eventually it will teleport us back to dealership, because we will go eventually land in the water or just go back on the land. But let's try this out. I need to try and get maybe like the right angle on this. If you don't know how the Witch's Broom works, it's basically a low gravity effect. See, if I bounce off this hill, I'll just stay in the air for extra long. So maybe if I try and go up, and then just start going down. I'm already going 400, 500, 600. And then see if you could keep going. It would go infinite, but technically you can't. So I'm gonna count this as half true, half false, something like that. Because technically you can, but technically you can't. You get it. Anyways, on to the next one. The next myth we're going to be busting is that the golden egg has moved. If you guys don't remember, not too long ago, maybe like a week or 2 ago, the golden egg was underneath one of these solar panels. But as you can see, it is no longer there. And yes, the golden egg has moved, and I will show you where exactly. It has moved over to the drag strip in the stands. So if we head over here, in here, and it should be right here. Yes, the golden egg has moved. If we go inside, we believe this was hinting at the Lotus, the Avija or Via, however you say it, because it's like electric and it's coming soon or whatever. I don't quite know, but yes, the golden egg has moved. That is the point. And that'll do it for today's video. If you guys enjoy this type of content, I would really appreciate it if you considered liking and subscribing and coming back to watch more, because I'll be posting twice a week and covering all the major updates and doing stuff like this. This is Goaty Gaming, out.